Not everyone walks this earth with divine purpose, but the chosen ones, they're built differently. While others chase titles and trends, you feel something ancient stirring in your soul. You see things before they happen. You hear what others ignore. And no matter how hard life hits, you rise again, stronger, wiser, unshaken. These aren't just traits. They are spiritual gifts, marks of someone chosen by a higher power. But here's the secret. Most people don't even know they carry them. If you've ever wondered why you're different, this video will confirm what your soul's been whispering all along. Welcome, Divine Soul. If you're here, it's not by accident. You were guided. There are certain people on this planet who aren't just living, they're awakening. The world may label them as too sensitive or too intense. But in reality, they carry sacred gifts meant to shift generations. These chosen ones are tuned into divine frequencies, born to break cycles, and destined to carry light into dark places. In today's video, we're uncovering the 7 rare spiritual gifts that only chosen ones receive, and how to know if you are among them. Let's begin your remembrance. The calling of the chosen, discovering the 7 spiritual gifts. There are souls on this planet who weren't just born, they were sent, not to fit in, not to conform, but to disrupt, to awaken, and to transform everything around them. These are the chosen ones. And if you're watching this, chances are you are one of them. But how do you know for sure? The universe doesn't just speak through signs and numbers. It confirms your calling through spiritual gifts, unique abilities that others can't explain, but you can't ignore. Let's begin to uncover these 7 divine gifts. You may be surprised to realize you've had them all along. Gift number 1, the gift of divine intuition. Have you ever just known something without any logic, proof, or explanation? Do you walk into rooms and immediately feel the energy shift? Do people lie to you and you know the truth anyway? That's not luck. That's divine intuition, a sacred compass gifted only to the chosen. Your intuition is more than a gut feeling. It's the voice of your ancestors, your guides, and your higher self, all whispering through the noise. It's how you've avoided dangers others walked right into. It's how you've seen through fake friends, silent enemies, and unseen traps. And here's what's powerful. The more you trust it, the louder it becomes. This gift is not just for protection. It's your spiritual radar in a chaotic world. Gift number 2, the power to transmute pain. Chosen ones don't avoid pain, they alchemize it. While others break down under pressure, you take the same suffering and turn it into purpose, passion, even healing. You've been through betrayal, loss, isolation, and spiritual warfare. Yet you rise again and again. Why? Because you've been chosen to transform pain into light. Your scars aren't shameful. They're sacred. Where others get stuck, you evolve. Where others give up, you become reborn. This isn't just resilience. It's the supernatural ability to take what was meant to destroy you and turn it into power. That spiritual transmutation. And it's a signature of the chosen. Gift number 3, the vision of prophetic sight. Have you ever seen things in dreams that later came true? Do you feel deja vu often or sense future events long before they happen? Welcome to the prophetic sight. The chosen ones often receive visions in sleep, meditation, or even random flashes. These are downloads, divine messages coded just for you. You may have dreamt about people you hadn't met yet, or warnings about things that hadn't happened. And when they unfolded in real life, you questioned, how did I know? You didn't just know, you were shown. Because chosen ones walk ahead of time. You're not reacting to life. You're receiving divine blueprints in advance. This is an imagination. It's a spiritual gift. And the more you accept it, the clearer it becomes. Gift number 4, energy sensitivity. You're not too sensitive. You're highly attuned. You walk into a room and feel everything. People's moods affect you. Negative energy drains you. Crowds overwhelm you. But solitude, it recharges your soul. Why? Because your spirit is finely tuned to the unseen. You sense vibrations others ignore. You feel tension before words are spoken. And when someone carries hidden darkness, your soul feels the alarm. You weren't made to blend in with chaos. You were designed to detect it, transmute it, or leave it behind. This energy sensitivity is a powerful gift, but also comes with responsibility to protect your space, your peace, and your spiritual hygiene at all costs. Gift number 5, healing through words and presence. Have you noticed how people come to you when they're broken? Strangers share their life stories. Friends confess their deepest wounds. People cry in your presence and say, I don't know why I'm telling you this. It's because your energy heals. You may not wear a white coat, but your presence is medicine. Your words restore peace. Your silence creates safety. This is not accidental. It's divine. You were gifted with healing frequency. Whether through conversation, art, music, or simply being present, you carry an invisible balm that soothes the soul. And that's why you must protect yourself. Healers often attract the most broken, but you are not here to carry everyone, just to be a mirror, a reminder, a light. Gift number 6, discernment of spirits. One of the rarest and most powerful gifts of the chosen is discernment. You can tell when someone isn't who they claim to be. You pick up on hidden motives, masked egos, and silent envy. You can feel what's behind the smile and sense the storm beneath the calm. This gift protects you. It's why betrayal hurts so deeply, because you saw the signs long before the mask fell. Discernment isn't judgment. It's spiritual insight. It allows you to move wisely, love intentionally, and walk in divine alignment. It's also why people fear your perception. They know you see what they try to hide. Gift number 7, supernatural strength during isolation. When the world turned its back on you, when you felt alone in a crowd, when no one checked on you, but you kept going anyway, that was divine strength. Chosen ones often walk long seasons of isolation, not because they're unloved, but because they're being prepared. God hides his greatest weapons in secret. You weren't being punished. You were being refined. And in that solitude, your gift sharpened. You healed what others refuse to face. You learned to hear God clearly, without the noise of the crowd. Now, you no longer fear being alone, because you know that's where the power is, how to activate, protect, and walk in your spiritual gifts as a chosen one. Now that you've uncovered the 7 divine gifts that mark you as a chosen one, the next phase of your journey is even more important, because having a gift is only the beginning. Activating it, protecting it, and walking in alignment with it is where your true power unfolds. You see, the enemy doesn't attack the weak. He targets the gifted. That's why your life has felt like a battlefield, because the moment you begin to understand who you are, everything tries to distract or destroy you. But not anymore. Let's go deeper into how you, as a chosen one, can fully embody your gifts and walk in your divine power, unapologetically. Step 1. Protect your energy at all costs. Your gifts are rooted in energy and frequency. And as a chosen one, you are extremely sensitive to spiritual environments. This means you cannot afford to entertain toxic people. You cannot absorb negativity and expect to stay aligned. You cannot be around chaos and expect clarity. This is why protecting your energy is non-negotiable. Start by creating spiritual boundaries. Not everyone deserves access to your spirit. Cleanse regularly through prayer, meditation, nature, or spiritual baths. Guard your peace like it's sacred ground, because your energy is your currency. Don't waste it. Step 2. Activate your gifts with discipline. Spiritual gifts don't function automatically. They're activated through use and intention. That means you must practice. Want to sharpen your intuition? Then start by listening to it and acting on it, even when it makes no sense. Have the gift of healing? Then create sacred space for people. In your words, your art, or your silence. Do you receive prophetic dreams or visions? Then keep a journal. Start writing them down. Honor the downloads, because the more you use a gift, the more it sharpens, and the more disciplined you are, the more downloads you receive. This journey isn't about being perfect. It's about being present, intentional, and obedient to the whispers of your soul. Step 3. Expect resistance. It means you're on track. This might shock you, but the moment you step into your gifts, the resistance will increase. People may turn against you. Fake friends will fall away. You may feel more alone than ever before. Don't panic. That's not a sign you're failing. That's confirmation you're awakening. You see, darkness cannot stand the presence of divine light. So the more you shine, the more the enemy scrambles to silence you. But don't fold. Don't shrink to keep others comfortable. Don't dim your light to fit in. This resistance is the universe's way of clearing your path, removing what cannot go where you're headed. So when life feels heavy, remember, it's proof that you're breaking chains. Step 4. Stop explaining your gifts to the unchosen. One of the greatest mistakes chosen ones make is trying to explain themselves to people who are not meant to understand them. You tell them about your vision, and they mock you. You share your dreams, and they doubt you. You express your gifts, and they label you weird or crazy. Let this be your wake-up call. Stop explaining divine things to people with earthly minds. Your gifts weren't given for validation. They were given for purpose. And not everyone will be able to handle your light. That's okay. You don't need their approval. You need your own alignment. Step 5. Trust the timing of your power. There will be moments when you feel like your gifts are dormant, when no one sees you, when you wonder if you even heard God correctly. But this is not punishment. It's preparation. The chosen ones are always trained in silence before they are revealed in power. David was anointed king while still tending sheep. Moses was called in the desert. Even Jesus spent 40 days in isolation before stepping into destiny. So don't curse the waiting. Your season of silence is where your gifts are being sharpened. It's where your character is being built. It's where your strength is being forged. God hides his warriors before he unveils them. Step 6. Align with your mission. Your spiritual gifts are not random. They're directly tied to your purpose. Your discernment helps you see who's real and who's sent to distract. Your healing energy is meant to soothe and awaken others. Your intuition is your spiritual GPS. Your prophetic sight helps you warn, guide, and uplift your tribe. You weren't gifted just to survive. You were gifted to lead, uplift, protect, and transform. So start asking yourself, how can I use these gifts to serve something greater than myself? Because once your mission becomes clear, your path will accelerate. Step 7. Remember who you are daily. Every morning you wake up, the world tries to make you forget. Forget that you're chosen. Forget that you're protected. Forget that you carry divine power in your soul. But the ones who walk in their purpose, they remind themselves daily. So before you reach your phone, reach for your spirit. Meditate. Affirm your power. Thank God for the calling. Ask your angels for guidance. Reconnect with your truth. Because in a world full of noise, your soul is your compass. The more you align, the more powerful you become. And when you stay aligned, nothing can stop what's already written. Walking boldly as a chosen one, the journey, the mission, the destiny. So you now understand your spiritual gifts. You've learned how to protect them, activate them, and trust the process. But now it's time to ask, what does it really mean to walk as a chosen one in today's world? Because make no mistake, this is not a trend. It's not a fantasy or a hashtag. This is a divine mission, and you were selected for it before your birth. So now, let's bring it all together. Let's go deeper than knowledge. Let's walk in embodiment. The lonely walk of a chosen one. Let's be real. Being chosen is not always glorious. In fact, many times, it feels like a curse before you see the blessing. You'll often feel misunderstood, betrayed, overlooked, attacked without reason, drained without explanation. Why? Because you carry something most don't: light, purpose, and deep knowing. And people who aren't healed will see you as a threat. They'll project. They'll lie. They'll try to break you. But listen carefully. They can't touch what's divinely protected. The loneliness you feel is not a punishment. It's spiritual preservation. God isolates his warriors before he elevates them. So when you feel alone, you're not abandoned, you're being aligned. The calling never shuts off. Even when you try to walk away from your gift, it follows you. You try to ignore the dreams, but they keep coming. You try to dim your light, but it always finds a way to shine. You try to be normal, but your soul rebels against it. Because once you've been chosen, there is no going back. The calling will whisper to you, sometimes gently, sometimes through storms, until you finally say, I accept. And that moment, that sacred surrender, is when your life starts to change. Not always easier, but deeper, realer, more aligned. You stop fighting your purpose and start flowing with it. Why the gifts were given to you? You may wonder, why me? Why were you given these visions, dreams, and sensitivities? Because only someone like you could carry them. You've survived what would have destroyed others. You've felt pain most can't even process. You've seen the world through lenses most fear to look through. And through it all, you remain soft, open, curious, and strong. That's rare. Your gifts were not given because you're perfect. They were given because you're faithful. Because you said yes when others said no. You are a light in a dark world. This world is full of distractions, illusions, and deception. Chosen ones are here to break the illusions, to see the truth, speak the truth, live the truth, even when it's hard, even when it costs you relationships, even when people turn against you, because the mission is bigger than comfort. You are here to awaken others, raise consciousness, protect the innocent, expose deception, restore faith. This is not a small path. It's a warrior's walk. But every time you rise, someone else finds the strength to rise too. That's your impact. Your DNA is different. Science can't fully explain it. But spiritual warriors know there's something different in your frequency. You feel deeper. You sense things before they happen. You attract spiritual attacks because your light irritates unclean spirits. But what they don't understand is your DNA is ancient. Your soul remembers lifetimes. Your connection to Source is unbreakable. When you speak, truth resonates. When you move, energy shifts. When you pray, dimensions respond. That's why the enemy fears you. Because even before you fully stepped in, your essence already started breaking strongholds. It's time to walk in full power. You've doubted yourself long enough. You've tried to fit in long enough. You played small for too many seasons. Now, that ends. This is your divine confirmation to rise. Rise into your voice. Rise into your purpose. Rise into your spiritual authority. Stop questioning what's already been confirmed. You are chosen, and the world needs what's inside of you. The path isn't easy, but it's worth it. Don't expect everyone to clap for you. Most won't understand. Some will betray you, but keep going, because every day you honor your gifts. You inspire others to discover theirs. You break generational curses. You shift timelines for future generations. This isn't just your life, it's your legacy. You were sent here to do what others fear to do, to speak when others stay silent, to heal when others harm, to lead when others follow blindly. That's why you're different. That's why you're chosen. And now, more than ever, you're being called to walk fully, boldly, and fearlessly in that truth. Chosen one, you must listen. This is not just spiritual knowledge, it's protection. The moment you become aware of your gifts, you become a target. There are dark forces that sense your awakening. They fear your light, your insight, your truth. You weren't just given these gifts to feel special. You were given them because you're needed in this generation. But here's the dangerous part. If you don't guard these gifts, if you share them with the wrong people, if you try to live like everyone else, you invite spiritual attacks, confusion, betrayal, and energy drainage. There are watchers. There are manipulators. Not everyone around you is who they claim to be. Your elevation threatens their illusion. And if you don't stay alert, grounded, and spiritually covered, they will try to steal your peace, distort your purpose, and silence your power. This is your wake-up call. Protect your gifts. Guard your energy. Stay aligned, because spiritual warfare is real, but so is your divine authority. If this message hit your spirit, it's because it was meant for you. Like this video, if you know you're chosen. Comment, I accept my calling, if you're ready to walk in your power. Share this with someone who needs to be reminded who they are. And most importantly, subscribe, because your journey doesn't end here. We're building a tribe of awakened souls, spiritual warriors, and divine leaders. Don't scroll past your purpose. Embrace it. Walk in it. Live it. Your gifts were never random. They're your weapon. Now use them.